Hi guys, welcome to Gardening with Friends. It's this time of the year, early spring. It's almost magical, beautiful. Look around. Today I'm very excited to share with you a few very early blooming plants.
Oh, Wookie.
You might have them already in your garden, but if not, I hope you can look for them and plant them in your garden. What I often like to do, take a look at my own garden and see what's blooming right now. And if something is missing for each particular season, I'm always happy to add it. The first one on my list of very early blooming plants, snowdrops. I wish I had the same amount in my garden, but we are currently in Arboretum to show you how beautiful it can be when you have a lot of them.
Snowdrops are native to Europe and the Middle East. A member of the Amaryllis family, snowdrops comprise a small genus with about 20 species. There are numerous cultivars of snowdrops, most only available in Europe. These plants have a few pests and are not bothered by deer, rabbits, or other critters. To speed up propagation, you can carefully dig and divide them soon after they're done blooming. Second on the list, crocuses belong to the iris family. They're native to Mediterranean, Eastern Europe, and Northwest China, with the saffron crocus being a notable species known for producing the spice saffron. Their history spans millennia, with evidence of saffron cultivating dating back to the Bronze Age in Greece and Crete. Crocuses come in a wide variety of colors. Some crocuses varieties are small and delicate, with others are larger and more showy. Crocuses look best when they are planted in groups of 3 to 9 bulbs. Foliage must be allowed to mature and die back naturally to promote flowering in future years. Rabbits are happy to munch on crocus flowers. If you love those spring blooms, just plant more of them. They spread in gardens and lawns, and the more you have, the more likely most of them will be left alone. Number 3. Iris reticulata is one of the earliest flowers of spring. The plants have petite 4 to 6 inches tall flowers and grassy foliage. It grows wild in the cold and dry mountains of Turkey, Iraq, Iran, and Russia. They were introduced into the US in early 1800s. When iris reticulata bulbs are happy where they are growing, they will naturalize and multiply. But to ensure the abundant display of flowers, it's best to plant fresh bulbs every fall. They're important pollinator plants because they bloom so early and they are deer and critter resistant. It has no serious insect or disease problems. Number 4. Chionodoxa or glory-of-the-snow. Star-shaped flowers in shades of blue, almost neon blue-violet, pink, and white. It is native to mountainsides in western Turkey. These hardy decay-free bulbs are excellent for naturalizing. Planted beneath trees or shrubs, or even right in the lawn, they will multiply. They can also be planted under walnut trees. These small bulbs are good in perennial beds, rock gardens, or woodlands. They can be used around hostas as they flower well before hostas leaves come out. Number 5. Siberian squill is one of the first spring flowering bulbs to bloom. It belongs to the asparagus family, together with edible garden asparagus and well-known hostas. Despite its name, it's not native to Siberia, but originates from southwestern Russia, the Caucasus, and Turkey. It has been cultivated since 1700s and brought to the US as an ornamental, but also escaped into the wild and became invasive in northeastern North America. It is extremely cold hardy and left untouched by critters. It rapidly naturalizes by bulb offshoots and self-seeding. No serious insects or disease problems. It looks quite similar to the glory-of-the-snow, except that the flowers face downward. Number 6. Winter aconite is one of the earliest bulbs to bloom in spring. This plant in buttercup family, originating in the Mediterranean region, it has small flowers that resemble tiny buttercups. It was first noted in cultivation in Britain in the late 16th century. This ground-hugging plant works well in rock gardens, flower beds, and woodland gardens. When growing in conditions it likes, winter aconite reproduces easily and spreads readily to form large colonies, almost to the point of being invasive. Lift clumps while still green to keep under control. To propagate, divide the clumps after flowering or collect seeds to sow in the fall. Numerous hybrid selections and species are available, but are often difficult to distinguish. It is resistant to browsing by deer. It can be planted near black walnut tree. The plant and tubers are poisonous if ingested. And finally, you guys, I just can't leave out a couple of very early blooming perennials. Number 7 on my list. Hellebores are known for being one of the earliest blooming perennials in the garden, often flowering as early as late winter to early spring, depending on the variety and climate. Their blooms can appear even when there is still snow on the ground, and are sometimes called lantern rose or Christmas rose. I made a separate video on these beautiful perennials. Please check out the link in the description. They're perfect for shady areas and can tolerate cold temperatures, making them a great choice for early season interest in the garden. Plus, their leathery evergreen leaves provide year-round structure and interest. Number 8. The last but not the least. Heathers are low-growing evergreen shrubs native to Western Europe, including Scotland, Ireland, Scandinavia, and parts of Russia, and have been naturalized in parts of North America. There are several different types, which flower at different times of the year and come in shades of white, pink, and red. Mediterranean pink heather is gorgeous evergreen deer-resistant shrub. It will likely be the first perennial to adorn your garden with a vast variety of blooms and to provide an important early source of food for bees. Hope you can add some of these very early blooming plants to your garden and enjoy their blooms. Happy gardening!